Okay, here we have Jim, 76 years old, taking 70-pound dumbbells for a nice ride on the incline. Only we all could be so lucky to live like that at 76. Still going through. Nice. To failure. Kurt Eric over shoulder injury, 57 years old, crushing dips, 1 year training. Nice. 76 years old, repping dips. To failure again. So the toughest part of working out the last year or so on YouTube, consistently and seeing so many games and having fun, is taking a week off. So today I kept this warm up going, shoulder warm up, because just keep the blood flowing and joints lubricated. But I'm going to skip the workout. Usually hit incline 315, some dips, plyometric push-ups. I'm going to give the joints a break, especially when you're natural. Between every 8 to 12 weeks, you want to take a week off, and you should be able to feel you need it, especially if you're natural and you have a modified eating like source, like most of my guys. So here in the shoulders, external rotation, you can't really see me doing it here. You just want to hinge with your upper arm, so your elbows kind of bend to your side. Okay, this is week 1. I'm taking my shoulder flexibility, actually whole body flexibility to the next level. I've been kind of slacking. You know, you put an hour in the weight room, you should put at least a half hour stretching. Or even when I'm stretching, I say another hour stretching to be fully functional and not be muscle bound. So this is loosening my tight lats. So when you do these rows, you're looking for any tight spots. You find a tight spot, that means it's gonna hurt. What you do, you're gonna sit there. Just like a phone right there, sitting on it. Yep, give me grimace. Breathing, inhale, exhale through the nose, hopefully. Helps you relax. Then you find the next tight spot real quick. So here I made it my last. This should help with the shoulder mobility and blood flow, sure. So this one I'm hitting her down. See, I'm more leaning back. And if I want more of that, I'm going to bring my shoulder forward. There, just like that. So that's more of a lat. So I'm getting a lower lat there with the edges where it inserts into the rib cage area. Looking for the meaty part, rolling it up and down. Let's try that on the other side. Again, looking for any tight spots. There's usually a foam roller. This is another more, the next graduated level. So again, getting those lats first. Now you see me leaning back, so I'm looking for that tight area again. There it is, leaning back. More like a rear delt right next. It was really tight today. Yep. Now I'm on my torso. See, it's supposed to be in the gap. So that's more of a lat now. Again, looking for any tight spots. Most of that pulls your upper arm down. So loosening it will help raise it more efficiently. Going again, rear delt, stimulating back. Still in that gap. There we go, there it is. So I went from a lat row to rear delt row. And you can see me pulling with my opposite hand, getting up more of a stretch. Because the row is basically a stretch. You're tempting it like measure the rubber band and you press it. It's lengthening. You're doing the same with the roller. So you have to stretch onto that and really get it. And if you saw me raise my hands before when the video started, you should see a difference more of a lap there, getting on the torso. So remember the lat attaches, inserts down. Origin is on the upper humerus. The upper arm bone. And insertion is the big old long insertion. Down the rib cage and back. So here you can see we're doing the drop with the roller. So I had the foam on now. So this is straight PVC, a little more intense. I'm pretty sure I warmed up a little bit with a softer roller frame. This. Yep, hitting that again. Now that I know where my tight spots are, I'm just gonna go right to them. Everybody's gonna be different. And so you see the position of my forearm. And so changing the angle of that forearm forward and back is going to hit a different part of the lat. So make sure you experiment, finding what's tight. Again, work your way up to this PVC. Start with a regular foam. For sure. There we go, start hitting the lats. Again, because that's near the torso. There's also a tri-step, the longer to the tri-step across this shoulder joint. So that also is getting good. You can see my hand is right there. Part of them work hard. So those are getting stretched a little bit lats, longer to the tri-step. Right to it. So again, it's the stretch. So you see when I bend my elbow like that, I'm stretch a little bit of the triceps and adding the extra stretch of the roller. Really getting in there. So here we go into the rear delts. Looks like leaning back one. Right. Now we're off to the torso with a lats insert. So in your lats are really tight, to see the difference. I don't know if you notice, it's a lot easier for you to. Oh yeah. I'm not fighting raising arms anymore. They came up real easy, so it worked. So now, pulling out the quads. Just did legs on Sunday. Today was Monday. Oh man, did I do legs yesterday? Sure. Did legs yesterday. Not too sore, but I need to roll. So I'm gonna get the quads here. A little bit of the IT band to the side. Place you have starting with straight leg, favoring one quad starting from the hip, and I'm rolling it down slowly to the knee. I get stopping on the tight spots, going forward and back. As I go back up, I'm gonna rotate my foot to hit a different part of the quad, looking for any painful spots. And that's the spot you need to sit on, unfortunately. Yes, this is a painful little stretch, but very effective. Easy my way back up to the hips. Now that I got through the first round of pain, I'm going to bend that knee, stretch those quads even more, and hit it again. So it's kind of working in my way of intensity. Straight leg, bend. And with the bend here, you can see which part of the quad I'm hitting. If I would turn my foot more to the outside, I'm really hitting the outside of the quad. And more to the inside, if I turn my foot, I'm more inside the quad. Almost even to the duckers you can get on there. Yes, there's my nice spots go all the way down to the knee. Right above the kneecap. So since I'm going to take the week off of hitting heavy iron, get some intense stretching in. And I'm sure we're going to be better for it. And then, especially those blood flow, nerve conduction, and just overall quality of life. So here we go, get started on the hip. Finding that tight spot on it, I'm going back and forth, rolling it out like a piece of dough. Going to the knees. So again, first round, leg is straight. I don't want to go too intense, so now I'm going to bend it. Way back up. And one tense. Get used to the initial shock. Let up some pain tolerance. And again, turning it out. Get more outside of the thigh. Turning it in. Get more of the inner portion and the medialis. Some adductors. Oh. So I would not have been able to do that when I first came in. So yes, it's been working. So I'm going to finish off a little hurdler stretch. Instead of focusing on the hamstring, go focusing on that back one. Lean into it. Remember, I'm 272 pounds. So, there we go. Knees not touching the floor. Maybe one day my knees will touch the floor. It's only week one. And that's about it. Stay on the leg. Focusing on stretching the quad and the back leg. It's already tight, so this was pretty painful. I won't lie on my back. Hopefully I just keep up the stretching and one day I will be able to lay back comfortably. This up, and it's going to help with the knee pain, left flow, and just overall thing. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment on the progress, visible progress right before your eyes. Myself and clients.